Today, the library's legacy continues to inspire scholars, providing invaluable insights into the history, culture, and intellectual achievements of one of the most advanced civilizations of the ancient world. Welcome to Historical Moments, where we take you on a journey through time. Our channel is dedicated to bringing you fascinating stories, pivotal events, and unforgettable moments that have shaped our world. Whether it's a significant battle, a game-changing discovery, or a moment of triumph, we uncover the history that defines us. Subscribe and join us as we explore the past, one moment at a time. The Library of Ashurbanipal, one of the most remarkable cultural institutions of the ancient world, provides us with a rare and invaluable glimpse into the intellectual life of the Assyrian Empire in the 7th century BCE. This library, associated with the reign of King Ashurbanipal, the last great ruler of the Neo-Assyrian Empire, stands as one of the earliest known examples of a royal archive and library. Ashurbanipal, renowned for his military campaigns, administration, and particularly his love of learning, assembled a vast collection of texts that spanned a wide array of subjects, from law and medicine to literature and astrology. The discovery of this library in the ruins of Nineveh, the Assyrian capital, offers profound insights into ancient Mesopotamian culture, history, and intellectual achievements. Ashurbanipal's reign, which lasted for more than 4 decades, saw a period of relative stability and prosperity for the Assyrian Empire. His military campaigns extended the empire's reach to its greatest territorial extent, encompassing parts of modern-day Iraq, Syria, Turkey, and Iran. However, Ashurbanipal was not only a warrior king, but also a scholar, and his intellectual pursuits played a key role in the establishment of the library. Unlike his predecessors, who focused primarily on military conquest and administrative governance, Ashurbanipal took a keen interest in collecting knowledge from across his vast empire. His library was not merely a personal collection. It was a symbol of his desire to preserve the knowledge of the ancient world and to ensure that this wisdom was passed down for future generations. This ambition was likely fueled by the idea of kingship, as a ruler who possessed vast knowledge could be seen as divinely favored and equipped to govern wisely. Ashurbanipal's library was not a single, centralized entity. It consisted of a number of rooms and chambers within the royal palace at Nineveh, where the king lived and conducted his affairs. The palace itself was an architectural marvel, filled with impressive reliefs and inscriptions, many of which depict Ashurbanipal as a victorious and wise ruler. Within the walls of this palace, Ashurbanipal established a repository of written works that would serve not only as a royal archive, but also as a place for scholars and scribes to copy, preserve, and study ancient texts. The Library of Ashurbanipal contained thousands of clay tablets, some of which were inscribed with cuneiform writing, the script of the ancient Mesopotamians. These tablets covered a vast array of subjects, reflecting the diverse intellectual life of the Assyrian Empire. Among the genres found in the library contained some of the earliest known literary works, many of which were copies of older texts that had been preserved and passed down through generations. One of the most famous works discovered in the library is the Epic of Gilgamesh, an epic poem from ancient Sumerian literature that is considered one of the earliest works of world literature. The version of the epic found in the library is a Babylonian adaptation, which provides valuable insights into the transmission and evolution of ancient stories across cultures. Other literary works include hymns, prayers, and mythological texts. These works not only reveal the religious beliefs and rituals of the time, but also reflect the creativity and artistic expression of the Assyrians. The Assyrians were highly skilled in the fields of mathematics, astronomy, and astrology, and these subjects were well represented in the library of Ashurbanipal. The library contained numerous texts on astronomical phenomena, including detailed records of celestial events such as eclipses and planetary movements. These texts were not merely for academic curiosity. They were often used in divination, as the Assyrians believed that the movement of celestial bodies could provide insight into the will of the gods. In addition to astronomy, the library also contained medical texts. These texts provided information on a variety of ailments, including both physical and mental health conditions. Some of these texts were prescriptions for treatments, while others provided incantations or magical formulas that were believed to heal the sick. Many of these medical practices were passed down from earlier Mesopotamian civilizations, such as the Sumerians and Babylonians. The Assyrians were also known for their advances in mathematics, particularly in the field of arithmetic and geometry. Texts related to these subjects, including multiplication tables and geometrical calculations, were among the tablets preserved in the library. As the ruler of one of the most powerful empires in the ancient world, Ashurbanipal was keenly interested in the documentation of historical events, including military campaigns, treaties, and diplomatic relations. Many of the tablets in the library are records of Ashurbanipal's reign, detailing his victories in battle, his diplomatic correspondence with other rulers, and his efforts to govern his vast empire. Among the most notable historical records in the library are the inscriptions of Ashurbanipal's cylinder and prisms, which are detailed accounts of his military campaigns. These records were often inscribed on stone and placed in various locations throughout the empire, serving both as historical documentation and as propaganda for the king's military prowess. The library also contained administrative records, including legal documents, such as contracts, land deeds, and official decrees. These documents provide valuable insights into the legal and social structure of the Assyrian Empire, shedding light on the roles and rights of various classes of people, from the king and nobles to common citizens and slaves. Religion played a central role in the life of the Assyrians, and many of the texts in the library were devoted to religious matters. These texts included hymns and prayers dedicated to the gods, as well as rituals and incantations for various religious ceremonies. Some of these texts also dealt with matters of divination, in which the actions of the gods were interpreted through signs and omens, often based on the behavior of animals or celestial events. The library also contained collections of mythological texts, many of which told stories of the gods and heroes of Mesopotamian mythology. These stories were often used to justify the authority of the king and the divine nature of his rule, as the king was often seen as a representative of the gods on earth. One of the most interesting aspects of the library of Ashurbanipal is its collection of lexicons and dictionaries, which served as reference works for understanding and translating the complex languages of the ancient Near East. The Assyrians spoke and wrote in Akkadian, a Semitic language, but they also interacted with many other cultures and languages throughout their empire, including Sumerian, Elamite, and Hittite. The lexicons found in the library contain lists of words and their meanings, as well as translations between different languages, helping to preserve and facilitate communication between diverse linguistic groups. The library of Ashurbanipal was lost to history for many centuries, hidden beneath the ruins of Nineveh after the fall of the Assyrian Empire. Nineveh itself was destroyed in 612 BCE by a coalition of Babylonians, Medes, and Scythians, marking the end of the Assyrian Empire. The royal palace, where the library was housed, fell into ruin, and the contents of the library were buried for over 2 millennia. The rediscovery of the library began in the 19th century, during a series of excavations conducted by British archaeologist Sir Austen Henry Layard and others at the ancient site of Nineveh. Between 1849 and 1851, Layard uncovered a number of clay tablets inscribed with cuneiform writing. These tablets, which turned out to be part of Ashurbanipal's library, were initially difficult to decipher, but scholars soon realized the significance of the discovery. The tablets were sent to various museums and institutions, where they were translated and studied. The British Museum in London became the primary repository for the largest collection of these tablets, and it is still home to many of the most important examples. The discovery of the Library of Ashurbanipal has provided scholars with a wealth of information about Assyrian culture, language, religion, and history. And it continues to be one of the most important archaeological finds of the 19th century. The Library of Ashurbanipal holds a unique place in the history of human knowledge and intellectual achievement. It represents one of the earliest attempts to preserve and catalog human knowledge, providing a model for future libraries and archives. The library's vast collection of texts preserved not only the intellectual legacy of the Assyrians, but also the wisdom of earlier civilizations, including the Sumerians and Babylonians. The library's contents also reveal the deep connection between knowledge, power, and kingship in the ancient world. Ashurbanipal's library was a tool for asserting his authority, demonstrating his wisdom and divine favor, and legitimizing his rule. In this sense, the library can be seen as both a political instrument and a cultural treasure. The texts preserved in the library have had a lasting impact on our understanding of the ancient world. They offer insights into the scientific, literary, and religious practices of the Assyrians, as well as the intellectual history of Mesopotamia. The discovery of the Library of Ashurbanipal has contributed significantly to our understanding of ancient Near Eastern civilizations and has inspired generations of scholars to study and interpret the rich literary and intellectual traditions of the ancient world. The Library of Ashurbanipal stands as a testament to the intellectual achievements of the ancient Assyrian Empire and to the enduring power of knowledge. The Library of Ashurbanipal stands as a testament to the intellectual achievements of the ancient Assyrian Empire and to the enduring power of knowledge. Ashurbanipal's dedication to collecting and preserving texts from across his empire helped to safeguard the wisdom of earlier civilizations and to promote the intellectual life of his time. Today, the library's legacy continues to inspire scholars, providing invaluable insights into the history, culture, and intellectual achievements of one of the most advanced civilizations of the ancient world. Thank you for watching Historical Moments. We hope you enjoyed this trip through history. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible stories from the past. Until next time, keep exploring the moments that changed history.